Damn, baby. Those pants hurt your curves. And I know you be calling me every time we're by the curb, but if I was a stoplight, every time we walk by, I'll be the red light just to stare at you longer. But look, check it. I don't think you understand. Because I'm not a mama's boy, I'm a mama's man. Now I realize how the role of a mother is selfless because the boys are now transitioning to find their own home, and I can't help but feel selfish because after all she's done for us, she's gonna be alone. You see, she sacrificed for us. Her love contains no greed. The only woman I trust, the only woman I need. You see, she believes in me when I don't believe in me. I was once a seed, 9 months in her womb when she conceived me, and although it's been 22 years, it still feels like she still carries me. My mother, my queen. She gave me love, hope, morals, and life. I wish to pay her back, but I never can, for her love contains no price. I wish my father stuck around, but he grew up around evil. Wish he knew we could have had a family instead of being addicted to the needle. You see, his actions I fail to comprehend, but I won't forget. Because my mother was proud, just like her favorite 90s quintet. Because we went from boys to men. Because when it felt like the end of the road, my mom raised 4 on her own. On the still of the night, she promised to never go away. Through 4 seasons of loneliness, she prayed for one sweet day. And now we're doing just fine. My mother, my queen. And whenever I ask her, hey mom, what are your goals and dreams? It always seems it has nothing to do with her, but always focus on her 4 kings. You see, my immortality, you are the source of my spiritual energy. You turn scraps of copper into gold. You can call a process of memories alchemy. And no matter how far the distance I may be, I am your patient astronomer granted, peeking through my telescope of hope in this Milky Way galaxy. You are the largest planet, therefore my mom is Jupiter, because she has 4 moons that revolve around her. And we are her stars, her suns, no matter how dark the times. To her we provide sight, because we shine. She sacrificed for us. The only woman I trust, the only woman I need. My mother, my queen. And when dad left, we were homeless and hopeless, but you clutched to the rosary with faith and focus. And I don't know how you did it. A tough exterior when inside you felt weak. You concealed your tears in the morning, but at night they poured like waterfalls as we pretended to sleep. My reckless pain and anger, relentlessly I unleashed upon others when I was simply bitter that we were poor. Yet I felt rich with my 3 brothers. And now that I'm finally grown, when I used to ask God, what blessings have you shown? How foolish of me to finally realize that you have been the answer. Now I go the distance with every minute of the hourglass to cherish, love, laugh, pray, protect my queen as she battles cancer today. And you see, I believe we'll conquer this obstacle like we did in the streets, to the courtrooms, and now a hospital. Mama, look at the 4 men that you've risen. Through love and faith we've been conditioned for decades to prepare for struggles of today, as we're stronger and happier, living in harmony. And as long as we have each other, I feel honestly that my mom's 4 soldiers united is her spiritual armory. Oh, my mother, my queen, I wish to buy you a castle with a beautiful view above, but I've created a palace in my heart for you, built with love. How you guys doing, man? Good? Shit, man. Hope I'm not boring you guys. You guys doing good? Yeah. We're almost done for today. We're almost done for today. That's cool. You guys all came through. That's awesome. If you guys can make some noise for the Anza Associated Student Body and Asian Pacific American Students for Leadership for putting this together, just make some noise for them right now. This is cool. This is cool. Do we have any activists in the room? Yeah! Where the activists at? For sure. It's my last piece. This is dedicated to all the activists out there. After my spiritual challenge this weekend, I half-heartedly drove to school, autopilot minds on the freeway, Felt like a part of me needed a free day. See, I arrived late, listened to my classmates talk about the Fridays, Saturdays, oh how they're fun days. While we hit up the club, got drunk blazed all day, every day, and Facebook on Sundays. And one of them looked my ways and, Marlo, how was your weekend? Honestly, I felt like I had nothing interesting to say. Because dude beside me was talking about how the TA was rocking that thong like a 10, how the buffoon in front of me was looking, didn't even try to pretend. You see, I thought about it. With a brief realization, I responded. My weekend was empowering. It was enlightening. And based by the facial expression and tone, it was obvious they cared less of what it meant, but rather be ignorant and appreciate that alone. Instead of an intimate attempt to relate, they rather embraced the indifference and hate. And as I walked away, I faintly heard one of the jerks say with a smirk, "Why does that fool act like that?" And you see, I wish he hadn't done that. You see, I act like this, you activists with your active fist, because while y'all clean the club, popping bottles, ignorant and loud, I'd rather be with the movement, with my constituents, humble but proud, an iron circle of trust and community, coming in unity with no cowards allowed. We're hybrids, armed with street and book knowledge, former thugs, hustlers and crooks, with goals of finishing college, pursuing a higher education, because the better life is up for grabs. We're tired of waiting, our minds are the gunpowder, and the bullets speak for power. So we march in the streets for peace, organized for progress, clutching to our crosses and crossing our fingers, hoping that the process would invest in our education instead of our incarceration. Because when the police roll by, it's ask questions later, shoot or taser. Apparently they don't give a fuck. I can't blame them because we're hungry. So many of us resort to saying this, a stick up. And for my people in the struggle, for them, I keep my fists up. And when your weekend comes by, all you do is fist pump. You see, I act like this, you activists with your activists, because we receive fewer opportunities, ending programs that can make our children shine. Not enough jobs to hire, so by all means we grind. What seems to us taking care of our families is to you is a crime. They make it harder for us to receive college degrees, and you punish us when you create conditions for us to be thieves. With 52 out of 53 toxic waste facilities in Cali, located in poor or colored communities, it feels like the odds are against us. That's what I believe. It's a setup of you enlist in the military or eventually end up as free labor in the penitentiary. And when we organize for liberation, advocate for equity and education, blessed with the leader for our generation, the majority of the time, they're imprisoned or assassinated. That shit leaves me exasperated. The dreams of Martin Luther King looking like the streets were named after him. And if the corruption does not rest, then why should we? So we flood the streets in protest and 1,000 candlelight vigils for these people. We're still mourning. You can't take away what we're feeling because we're still healing. And so these fists of an activist are for those who struggle locally and globally, vocally or silence, peaceful or violence, resilient, brilliant, victorious and defiant. Whether you're gay or straight, Christian or Muslim, citizen or not, rich or poor, for all those who don't want to suffer no more, no matter what race or creed, whether we agree or disagree, fist up to those who want to be free. That's why I act like this. And you wonder what I did this weekend. This weekend, I was an advocate for change, an instrument of hope, a gladiator for justice. This weekend, I made a goddamn difference. What the fuck did you do? Thank you for the love, y'all. Appreciate it. Add me on Facebook. Marlo Custudio. Appreciate it, guys.